when I met you probably a good 9 years now, 8 years ago, I went to you weren't even my GYN doctor. I had another GYN doctor that I was going to, but what was interesting for me when I first started I said, okay, I'm going to start seeing you. The questions that you asked, I've never heard a GYN doctor ask before, which was, how are you feeling? How is your health? Any other issues outside of XYZ, right? And it prompted me to just say, yeah, well, I get these headaches, but that's normal. I get it every month. So I'm thinking my headaches should come with your menstrual every month. And you were like, no, it shouldn't. That's not normal. And I kid you not, people, this is why I'm really excited to be talking to her today, because I literally had headaches from as far as I can remember, from I was 14 years old, from I started getting my period. I would get a headache with that every single month until Dr. Anita started to treat me. And I don't know what she did, but I no longer have headaches, and I have not had a headache in a good 5 years. I actually don't know what a headache is anymore, and I didn't know that was possible. The other thing was, so then it evolved from there. It started with treating my headaches to then now, how is your gut? What are you eating? All those things where now I'm like, what is a detox? What do you mean I need a detox? What do you mean toxins? What's all of that stuff? So now it became like this intriguing game. Like, I'm like, oh, I could fix some other stuff with me. And then fatigue, not understanding I shouldn't be tired by 2:00, right? So all these things that we go through as women, I know I was going through it. I thought it was just natural, hormonal, like you said, things that we should be going through. I didn't know that I could actually be living this life of no headaches, okay? No headaches at all. I am up at my certain time. I'm not tired through the days anymore. I am happy, bubbly. It actually also helped me with my mindset, just fixing and correcting my health. So how does one get to someone like you, to that place where they say, because believe it or not, it's hard to find doctors like you that actually care about the health. Usually your GYN, you're in and out. You're just there for your annual routine, you're done. And you're like, wait, this is not just an annual checkup. I want to learn more. And for most women like myself, it's like, why does this woman want to know more? I don't want to say, you don't want to say too much. But it was life-changing. It was a life-changing experience for me, because I now know that I can live this life, a healthy lifestyle, that I don't have to experience those things that regular human beings are experiencing right now. I have friends that I'll call, they'll be like, oh, I have a cold. And I'm like, you do? Something's wrong. Your immune system is broken, because I haven't had a cold in like 5 years as well. I thought that was something that comes every year, but with you, you don't have to. You really don't need to have these things. You can build up your immune system, and you do it in such a unique way that I think more people need to know about you. And I also think that people need to start taking control of their health. What would be your first recommendation in terms of how to take control of our health? Where do you start?
It's really first, it really begins with understanding what is it to take control of your health? Like, what does that mean, right? Because we're talking about something that is for a lot of people who are listening to this right now, and a lot of your audience will be, well, what does that mean? Taking control of my health, how do I begin to do that, as you said? And to begin to do that is really to understand what it is, what is healthy. And so, simply I'll say to patients that a lot of people come in, and let's say with a GYN exam, you're coming to get pap smear done or go through your routine annual exam, or you have a problem and you're coming in for that problem. But to understand, why are you even having that problem, right? And so it really, taking care of your health really begins with an understanding that your physical body is one specimen, meaning it is not separated from the whole. So for women, gynecology, it's not just about what's going on below their belly button, right? It's how their brain affects what goes on under their belly button, or it's head to toe. And so your mind, and what role does your mind play on your body? And then to go beyond that, like, where are you spiritually? Where are you? What's going on in your life? What's your stress level? What's your environment? Are you a positive person? Are you a negative person? Like, where do you default as a person? And so, I've been practicing in this field for the past 12 years, is that I too am learning and evolving in this space. And so today my evolution would be that to look after your health, I would go beyond that. To understand your health means to understand, mind, body, spirit, right? To really understand that your environment affects your body, right? Your mind is affected by your environment. Yeah. I will joke around or, coin the phrase, your mind is constantly eavesdropping on your experiences, all of your experiences. If you're driving down the road, you're on the parkway, you're connecting to a car, you're connecting to, your environment.
Yeah.
Your mind is constantly eavesdropping on your environment, and your body is constantly eavesdropping on your mind. And your body expresses that, right? So when we talk about all these symptoms, and we just don't have enough time to go through some of the things you mentioned, or go beyond that. And for women, typically, it's sleep, it's anxiety, it's depression, it's chronic vaginal infections, it's irregular cycles, and so to really look to understand why are these things happening is when you go beyond to connect the dots of that mind, body, spirit. Like, who are you? Right? To ask the question, who am I? Right? What am I about? And why is this happening?